With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And welcome back, trackside, once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series fires things off for round number 2, right here in beautiful, sunny Homestead, Florida. That's right, it's the weekend at Bernie's 150. Drivers gonna set sail 100 laps around this 1.5-mile race course here tonight. Track temperature a bit high. Nice cool breeze rolling across the track for all the fans beginning to file into the stands before we head trackside. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside, and we're going to get ready to go trackside as your qualifying session already well and underway. So let's toss those timing and scoring standings over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Raymond Hadina, top of the speed charts. here tonight in that number 22 Fast Ford. And Travis Smith, he's going to take that top spot away. The number 9 machine going to slot his Chevy with the quick time out front. 33-16 belongs to Travis Smith. Can Smith possibly reel in another pole position here? Career stats, I do believe, somewhere in, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to look at this one. I believe he's got about 7 or 8 pole positions so far in his career with the Next Gen guys. So we'll see if Smith can make it a 9th. So as the music fades away, time continuing to fade away here in qualifying. Who's going to start on the front row of the Damian Patton Real Estate starting lineup? We've got a handful of moments to figure that out, but there you see 16 drivers on your Tommy and scoring chart so far. Alex Coffey running well last week. If I'm not mistaken, Coffey was your pole sitter in last week's opener at Daytona International Super Speedway, but that did not constitute a good finish for him and his crew. So Coffey picking up the pace here. He's going to go inside of the top 5 with his second time lap, but nobody dethrones the man at the top of the speed charts right now. Quick time belongs to Travis Smith. Few stragglers coming in and on to pit lane. We're going to see if they're going to be able to even run a time lap here. Lance Yancey and his fast Ford number 77 machine. He's going to try to get that Mustang out there and around the track. Dustin German also sporting that blue over on the front of his 99 machine. He's going to run a 33.49 for his first time lap. We'll see if he's able to improve on his second, but for the time being, quick time remains in the hands of the bow tie at the front. That's right, Chevy's leading the field here with the Dale Earnhardt Chevy. Next Gen Racing Series, Brian Littleton, former champion. He's going to slot in second here in qualifying with just about a minute remaining. Not a lot of drivers to get out there and dethrone the man at the front. Travis Smith looking to put a bonus point in his back pocket early and continue his run inside of the top 5 in the point standings. We're not going to get too caught up in those just yet. We're only 1 week in, so how the race finished out last week is, well, that's how the point standings pretty much shake out for you. We'll begin to bring you some of those standings as things begin to get into the season and things begin to have a little bit more of a worth of a watch, if that would make sense. Can last week's race winner, though, Nigel Christensen, and that number 20 Toyota machine. Not a lot of Toyotas in the field, but can Christensen start the season off and go back-to-back? He's going to have to make his way from the back outside of the top 15. We'll see how he goes with time ticking away. It doesn't look like anybody's got anything for Smith at the top of the speed charts. Quick time, 33.16, and that will indeed sew it up for Smith. He's going to walk away with the pole position. So as things have settled down and drivers turning the car over to the crew chiefs getting ready for race trim, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, head trackside for your national anthem, and then get right into tonight's high-octane racing action. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
A backtrack side as drivers begin to make their way through final pre-race inspection and into their starting positions down there on pit road. Handful of drivers ready to roll off here tonight, and we're going to go ahead and step a little bit closer to the track as drivers begin to form up on pit road. What a night, what a run we have here. Getting ready for 100 laps here from Homestead Miami Speedway. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series weekend at Bernie's 150. And as the music slowly begins in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup. Brought to you by Damian Patton Real Estate, starting inside row number 1, rolling off inside of that number 9 Chevy Camaro. Travis Smith takes the pole position for Dirty Air Racing. His teammate Brian Littleton looking to be smooth as Michelob Ultra on the outside of that number 8 machine. We'll see what these two teammates do, rolling off into turn number 1 back in row number 2 tonight, the 21 of Brandon McLaughlin, followed by the 17 of Michael Schultz. Alex Coffey, last week's pole sitter, rolls off in 5th with Brian Mescal Jr. in the 33 machine, starting outside row number 3, back in row number 4 here tonight for the weekend at Bernie's 150. As drivers head off of pit lane, will be the 22 of Raymond Padina, with Chris Spencer just to his outside. Roy Hyde and Dustin German will round out your top 10. Jeff Ottinger and Waylon McConnell, row number 6, and in row number 7 here tonight as the field rolls through turns 1 and 2 for the first time. Double file ready to roll. Rick Snyder and Dylan Blankenship back at row number 8. The 18 of Brian Beach, followed by last week's race winner inside of that 20 Toyota machine. That's Nigel Christensen. Thomas Watts, Zachary Compton back in row 9. Row number 10 here tonight at the weekend at Bernie's 150. 28 of Seth Steele, followed by the 01 New England native. That's right, Nathan Biggert. Lance Yancey and Chad Meadows making up row number 11. And that's going to finish out the field. 22 car field here tonight as we get ready to roll and drop the hammer for the first time. Music will fade away. Pace car will get out the way. We roll to the restart zone, and on the gas, green flag flies for the first time here tonight at Homestead Miami Speedway. What a run already. Drivers all over each other. We're going to drop that timing and scoring a little bit quick on you here tonight because things getting ready to heat up and go wild here from Homestead. Off the turn number 2, 3 wide for third place. 3 wide for third place. Drivers mixing it up. Front of the field, there's Brandon McLaughlin in the 21 Arc Menards machine. He's going to go center 3 wide here. Ooh, close off of the corner exit. A little bit of looseness out of the tail end of that Menards machine. 21's going to have to fall back in line. Raymond right there in front of him. His fast Ford Mustang looking pretty good here tonight. Travis Smith not able to shake teammate Brian Littleton as they roll off of turn number 2. Littleton looks to the inside for first. Up to the battle for that top position. We'll roll. We'll watch this battle ensue and unfold. Teammates racing hard at the front of the field. First and second, stepping away from the field. Michael Schultz already 0.3 of a second behind. Raymond, newcomer here tonight, the 22, looking to have a solid run and a good debut already here tonight. Up 3 positions from where he qualified. That fast forward is heading to the front. Making a move to the inside, he'll snatch third and try to run down Littleton for second. A little further in the field, we've still got some more battles and some action held out side by side with Dustin German and Roy Hyde. You can see Hyde right there behind him trying to figure out where Spencer's going to go. Keeping it to the high side is the 11. Momentum will pay off for the Bowman, and he'll grab the position away from Hyde, who is on the bottom. Roy looking to the bottom again, but he's got Dylan Blankenship all over his tail end. Close racing action here back in this pack. I'll tell you what, we say back in this pack, we'll take a look off of the tail end of that double O of Roy Hyde. Looking back at a few hungry drivers, Dylan Blankenship, Jeff Ottinger, Brian Beach, all right here within striking distance. Throw a stone, hit a car, probably 2 or 3. As we roll off of turn number 4, lap number 5 on the board. We'll see if we've got these long green flag runs that we've been known to see here at Homestead Miami Speedway as Brian Maskell Jr. starting to heat up. Michael Schultz for that 4th position. Maskell Jr. up 1 position from where he qualified, so he's going to round out the top 5. Looking good in that bright yellow Benzo oil number 33 machine. A little bit of a mix-up on the paint schemes from what I remember. Superman himself running out there. Typically those AC Delco schemes on Brian Maskell Jr.'s machines, but maybe new times call for new paint schemes in these Gen 6 cars. First time these next-gen drivers have ventured into these machines, and this season has been hot and heavy already. Fast lap of the race turned in at the front. Travis Smith going to run a 33.39, 1/10 faster than the rest of the field, and he's starting to step away from Littleton. Littleton now losing a half a second as we watch the battle, continuing 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the racetrack. Adina Schultz, Maskell Jr. going at it. Don't count out last week's pole sitter Alex Coffey, the 19 right here as well. Coffey trying to run his way up to the front. He's bringing Chris Spencer and Brendan McLaughlin along with them. Brian Beach still right here in the mix, battling for that final spot inside the top 10. Roy Hyde going at it side by side. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast 18 looking to the high side, gonna roll it in deep on the top of the racetrack, trying to turn down just a little bit. No, he'll run in the tire tracks of the 11 off of 4. A lot of racing action out here on the track tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. That was a look at your race leaders coming up on turn number 2. Here's from 10th on back, Roy Hyde, Rick Snyder, Jeff Ottinger, Dylan Blankenship. Throw a blanket over all of those drivers. 1 second back from Biggert, you can find the 83 of Thomas Watts. Watts was struggling a little bit on quarter exits early in happy hour. It looks like he's got that one fixed up, and we've got a driver with trouble. One driver slow on the apron, driver slow on the apron. He's going to head to the tail end of the field. I believe that may be that's the 75 of Waylon McConnell coming off of turn 4 now. He's a no man's land right here. Nobody around, quite a distance off of your race leader, almost 16 seconds, so about a half a lap down, but clean and clear. And I guess that may be the good thing. Nigel Christensen may be the driver that had trouble earlier in your 20 machine. Falling like a rock all the way back to 21st here. Started outside of the top 15. So a little little trouble here tonight for last week's race winner. It's going to be hard-pressed for him to work his way up through the field. And did we see a Yahoo machine out there? If we did, you know he's getting TV time. We're going to try to find him. Let's see if we can't see it. No, I don't believe that is. Take another look around the track here. Let's see if we can't find that Yahoo button. I think we found him. I think we found him. There he is. Thomas Watts, I may believe. Oh, and it's the Nesquik. There it is. Non-Yahoo Nesquik. Might as well, you know. Seth Steele, the 28 machine down there on the bottom of the racetrack. That Toyota looking clean here tonight. God, I love it. Chocolate milk's one of my favorite. A little off subject, but chocolate milk, how can you not love it? I mean, it's milky and chocolate. I mean, come on. Just saying. Back to the racing action. We'll jump around the track just a little bit. Brian Beach right here holding out that final spot inside of the top 10. Roy Hyde just in front of him. Getting a little bit of ground, a little bit of momentum are the drivers that were working around that top 10 position. Brendan McLaughlin going to move into 8th. Roy Hyde trying to track him down. Fan favorite here tonight. Last week's pole sitter. There you can find that 19 of Alex Coffey running 2 spots down from where he qualified. Still sitting inside of the top 10. Coffey running in 7th. Looking to get back to where he started here tonight. Brian Mescal Jr. struggling just a little bit off of turn 4. You can see him lose a ton of momentum as the car got super loose on Mescal Jr. and he'll give up the position on entry to 1. Little bit of a wiggle out of that 99 of Dustin German as we watch the Rainier. 99 machine, or I apologize, that's the Rainier number 22 of Raymond Hadina. Hadina off of turn number 4. Running well here tonight, 14 laps in our back pocket, and we have been clean and green all night long here tonight. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series live right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. 100 laps counting in tonight's official race distance in the weekend at Bernie's 150. Newcomer going to victory lane last week at Daytona and opened up this season. Will we see another fresh face, an unfamiliar face, maybe we should say, to most of the Next Gen fans out there? We've got a lot of newcomers, a lot of debuts, a lot of rookies in this field here tonight and in the season here with us in these Next Gen machines, Gen 6 cars. First time these drivers are behind the wheels, and it looks like all of them coming accustomed to how these machines drive and how to get around the track so far. Let's jump to a 4-car battle right around that top 10 position. But as we were saying, as we watch these small battles continue to unfold, a lot of newcomers in the league, a lot of fresh faces at the front. 3 of them inside of your top 5. Racing hard here tonight at the front of the field. Brian Beach right here in that 18 machine. We'll take a look at him down on the bottom of the racetrack. The Baja Blast Mountain Dew machine struggling a little bit with long run pace. Will jump on the car now. Go around the track with a handful of drivers here from Homestead Miami Speedway. While we've got you, while you're here, while you're watching, go ahead and scroll down in the description. You can find the link right over there to Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, based out in Newton, North Carolina. Go check out some of the great new Chevrolets out there on the market. Personally, looking at that Trailblazer, haven't really pulled the trigger on it just yet, but looking at picking myself up a brand new Trailblazer here in the next few weeks, and I'll be visiting Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. That's right there in Newton, North Carolina. What, the original Intimidator spot. That's right, Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet in Newton, North Carolina. You can find the link in the description. Take it right on over there. While you're there, don't forget about the souvenir shop. Original memorabilia right there at your fingertips. So go ahead and add to cart. You know you want to. You know you will. Go check out some of the great deals from all the guys and girls back at the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Once again, coming on as this season's title sponsor. So a big shout out to Tommy and all those guys over there at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. We'll jump a little further in the field. Take a look at the man sitting in second, Brian Littleton, inside of his Michelob Vulture, number 8 machine, that Toyota, Chevy Camaro losing his teammate. The Dirty Hair teammates at the front of the field qualified first and second, and Travis Smith, he is stepping away. He's found another gear. He's put on the afterburners, 1.6 second advantage as we work our way back to turn number 3. Lap number 19 almost in the bag. We'll put 20 on the board and go a quarter of the way through tonight's race, clean and clear, caution free. Back in the rear of the field, we've got some battles. Lance Yancey in the 77 machine right on the rear bumper of Christensen. That's going to be a battle for 18th and 19th on the racetrack, and it looks like Lance getting a little loose on the top of the racetrack, and he's going to lose a little bit of time. He'll have to regroup and retry that pass. Meanwhile, up here, we've got a gaggle of cars all over each other in a bit of a conundrum here as these drivers try to sort things out. That's all the way from Chris Spencer up inside of your top 10. There you can see Brian Mescal Jr. running that Larson line. The Harry Gann high, wide, and handsome action coming at you here tonight. No, we got a driver to pit road early. Brian Beach gonna bring his Mountain Dew Baja Blast number 18 Chevy Camaro down pit road for the first time here tonight. Drivers to the attention of their crew members. We'll keep an eye on the pit road police, see if he gets popped for speeding. Bit of a quick entry there to pit road. We'll see how it all pans out and works out. Meanwhile, the 21 of Brendan McLaughlin tucked in right behind Brian Mescal Jr. Nothing he can really do for the moment. He'll cut it down. Center of 3 and 4 look for the position. Trying to follow Nathan Biggert all the way through and into the top 10. McLaughlin going to take over 11th as Mescal Jr. continues that backward slide. And as we continue the long green flag run, there are gaps and advantages being built all the way out through this field. Travis Smith stepping out of the way from everybody here tonight. He's got himself almost a 3-second advantage over teammate Brian Littleton running at second. Alex Coffey another 1.3 seconds back from Littleton. Coffey rounding out your top 3, your podium drivers here tonight. But don't forget about, whoa, we got trouble. We got some trouble. Dylan Blankenship sideways on the bottom of the racetrack. The 12 gets together, I believe, going to get together with the 20 of Christensen. We'll take a look here. Let's see if that's what we'll see. We'll take a look back here. No, then that's not going to be it, guys. There it is. It's already happened in front of us. So we'll jump back live. We'll forget about that. We'll try to move on from here. Roy Hyde up there trying to track down Alex Coffey. Take away that final position in the podium spots here. A little bit of a wiggle off of for that time for the 19 of Coffey as Hyde closes in just a little bit. Quarter of the way through tonight's race as we begin lap number 25, and Hyde kicking that Jaws theme music. He is a coming. A lot of great racing action all over the track here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. Let's go back to a battle for the final spot. Inside of the top 10, there you can see Chris Spencer, Dustin German, Brandon McLaughlin all going at it. 9th, 10th, and 11th on the racetrack as German trying to get the job done on the bottom of the racetrack in that SRTV number 99 machine. 21 goes to the top of the speedway. McLaughlin trying to keep up the momentum and utilize the progressive banking at the top of the racetrack to keep the speeds up. And look at that run down the backstretch. He's going to yard him by 1 or 2 car lengths as they head off into turn number 3, but sailing it in right behind a car can be a little bit tricky. Not a lot of air on the front of the machine, and a little bit of a twitch, wiggle, wall. I think we may have just made up a new country line dance right there. Twitch, wiggle, wall. What do you think? Think it'll work? I think it will. Moving on, battle for a spot inside the top 15. Look at this, a little bit of action going on here. Nigel Christensen trying to run down Lance Yancey. Yancey was able to pick up that position a lap or two ago, and he'll move into the top 15 for the first time here tonight. The Ford Mustang working his way up through the field, up 6 positions from where he qualified. Yancey finally figuring it out here, these Gen 6 machines, and he's got that Ford working its way to the front. Biggest mover of the race so far here tonight, locking in on that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award inside the Bass Pro Shop Ducks Unlimited 01. Nathan Biggert up 12 positions here tonight, so from 20th to 8th. What a run early here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway, and as we creep in towards lap number 30, drivers are going to begin to creep in. Look at pit lane. Whoa, more drivers to pit lane. Looks like Hadina wants to bring that Rainier Beer number 22 machine to the attention of his crew members here tonight. So as he makes his way to pit lane, we'll jump back to the front. Battle for second, third, fourth on the racetrack. That's beginning to heat up. Littleton, Coffee, and Hyde are going at it right here. Travis Smith all but stepped out and away. Dominating performance for your pole sitter here tonight. Walking away with that Damian Patton Real Estate pole position, top spot on the starting grid here tonight at the weekend at Bernie's 150. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Series. And green flag pit stops underway as we head around the track to a different vantage point here on board. Just above the hood of the left front of Nigel Christensen. He'll look to the bottom of the racetrack and grab a position away from Brian Mescal Jr. as we've got more drivers pit lane. Last time around, Michael Schultz, Dustin German, Rick Schneider on the pit road. Last time around, will anybody make that move to come get those fresh Goodyear tires this time around? Looks like indeed so. There, oh no, does he go? Yes, he does. Jeff Ottinger does make his way to pit road. Lance Yancey also coming to pit road this time around as drivers start to work their way back onto the track. We'll jump back outside of the car with Nigel Christensen right here holding down the 8th position. Roy Hyde is there. He is there. Alex Coffey has taken over that 2nd position. He's had a little bit of a moment off of turn number 4. He's going to gather it up here. Lab Machine, Brian Beach down there on the bottom of the racetrack trying to get his position back, trying to get himself back onto the lead of the lap. He's got one more spot to go. Travis Smith way out in front, though, as the battle heats up. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Brian Littleton going to drop 2 positions from 2nd to 4th. So Littleton struggling on that long run pace. Long run grip may be an issue inside of that Michelob Ultra number 80. Littleton struggling. Let's see, do we have one? We got it. Okay. We wanted to double check before we put our foot on our mouth. Let's go on board here with the driver inside of that number 80 machine, see if we can't see anything going on here, anything out of the ordinary, and it looks like everything Nice and smooth on the wheel. So Littleton not having as many handling issues as maybe we thought, but the pace is beginning to drop off pretty significantly here. He's going to give up about a half a second to Hyde, who just made the pass about a lap ago. So in a one lap's time, losing a half a second here, Littleton struggling on the long run. And we'll jump back outside of the race car as we continue this long green flag run to open up things here tonight for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series race number 2. It's the weekend at Purdy's 180, live right here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Sun gonna set in the back, and we're gonna see the track lights turn on. Driver's gonna have to finish this thing off at night time, and you can see Roy Hyde off in the distance, just off in the forward round, almost scraping that outside wall, and you can see some black stripes where a handful of drivers may have overstepped the boundaries just a little bit. Christopher Spencer in the 11, he's going to be the latest driver to pit road for his first set of new Goodyear tires. And trying to take a look here at the timing and scoring. Last time around, your race leader Travis Smith turning in a 35:07. That is still the fastest on the racetrack of drivers that have not went to pit road yet by almost a full tenth of a second. So Smith with a lot of pace in the machine, a lot of speed built in throughout the entire run for the man. Showing the way, walking away with the pole position. Travis Smith looking to lead the most laps, fastest lap in his back pocket as well. So Smith starting to check all the boxes. Let's go up front. Let's take a look at your race leader inside Van Fuelby. Number 9 machine, Travis Smith, running well here tonight. If Smith can cap this one off, it'll be his 22nd win in the Next Gen Racing Series across his career. Can the man who's been right there on the verge of championships get to victory lane and begin to search for his first season championship here in these Next Gen machines? This is right up his wheelhouse. Mr. Smith, very good behind the wheel and very good out there on the dirt. That may be why he's able to hang it out high, wide, and handsome here at Homestead. The 9 separating himself. The cream is rising to the top here tonight from Homestead as the lights click on. Things will heat up on the track. Green flag pit stops ensuing. Long green flag cycle here. Over a 10-lap difference on the tires and fuel already, as it looks like Mr. Smith maybe a little bit slow through 1 and 2 that time around, possibly saving a little bit of fuel. Will your race leader head to pit road this time around? And we've got one driver with some trouble. Seth Steele gonna have some issues. The 28 machine gonna have some trouble. Let's go check the replay. We've got an eye on that. The next quick number 28 machine right here. Let's see what happens. Gets a little bit loose and pounds that inside. Safer barrier. He never comes to a complete stop. Keeps it rolling. But there's definitely going to be some bent suspension parts inside of that left front. Big impact for Steele. Still green flag racing. We'll jump back to the front with your race leader Travis Smith leading every single lap so far here tonight. And he's on the verge of a 6-second advantage. There you can see Brian Beach came to pit road back on lap number 20. He was the first driver to pull the trigger over 23 lap older tires for Travis Smith. So Beach reeling him in, but at what cost? Mr. Smith showing the way. You want the red pill or the blue one, Neo? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. Working our way closer and closer to the halfway point. We're going to start it up just a little bit early. Green flag pit stops still underway, so things may change up here in just a few, but how about we go ahead and give you your driver highlights and spotlights showing the way front of the field, leading every single lap. The Morganton, North Carolina native. Inside of that, 946 Designs, CaravanTrailers.com. Fuel me number 9. Travis Smith, your pole sitter, shows the way. Front of the field, Smith going to keep that top spot for the time being. Back in second, familiar to the front, the Georgia native Alex Coffey. He's got fans in the stands, and he's got fans joining us here tonight. Big shout out to Kelly out there in the chat over there on the YouTube side of things. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Alex running very well, up 3 positions inside of your podium spots, sitting in second now, battling with Roy Hyde. He's just a little bit off right there. That double O going to make his way by. Our cameras are going down the back stretch. Hyde with a good run, up 6 positions so far here tonight. Roy sits in third. Brian Littleton started second. On the starting grid, the Wellsboro, Pennsylvania native. Running well here tonight, but struggling for some of that long run pace. Ken, the hittingstrange.com, Jekyll Controls. Turn 3, Michelob Ultra Machine. Find a way to bring some speed back into that machine before he gives up a position to the man right behind him. Nathan Biggert in that Bass Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited 01 machine. Biggert with a good run here tonight. Not only inside of your top 5, but rounding out the driver highlights and spotlights. We're going to keep it right here with him because this gentleman up 15 positions from where he qualified. 15 spots. From 20th to 5th, he's going to control the Jekyll Control Hard Charger Award for the time being, and he's going to look to pick up yet another position. Battling now with Brian Littleton heading down the backstretch. It's going to be a drag race to turn number 3, so that's going to be it for your driver highlights and spotlights. Now it's time for your mid-race rundown. We started tonight's event with 22 drivers on the starting grid for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series weekend at Bernie's 150. We have still got 21 drivers out there on the track, but a handful off the lead lap as this long green flag cycle continues to unfold. Right now, going to be listed as only 9 drivers left on the lead lap. And many drivers look like they may be going for a one-stop strategy here. Race leaders on the verge of that one-stop strategy. Rick Schneider in the 3 machine. He's got his Toyota Camry down on the bottom of the racetrack trying to get his lap back the good old-fashioned way. He's going to work his way through. So now we're back to 10 drivers left on the lead lap, but race leader Travis Smith still has to come to pit road. Alex Coffey still sits in second. Roy Hyde third. Nathan Biggert into fourth. Now Brian Littleton going to slide back to fifth. And last week's race winner, Nigel Christensen. We talked about him, and here he is showing up late in this run. Christensen going to sit in sixth. Battling right now with fresher tires. Hadina getting the job done on the bottom of the racetrack with that Rainier Beer number 22 Ford Mustang. So 29 at least. We'll call it about 20 lap fresher tires for the 22 machine, and you can definitely see that pace difference as Dylan Blankenship brings his number 12 Ford down pit road to the attention of his crew members. Looks like there's going to be some damage control going on for Blankenship. Hyde going to pit from inside of the top 5, so the first driver inside of the top 5 to pull the trigger. Roy Hyde doesn't want to stay out any longer, and oh boy, looks like the 22 wanted to head to pit road. He's already made a green flag pit stop, so we're not quite sure why he would want to come to pit road, or maybe he was heading to pit road. Not of his doing. Brian Mescal Jr. and Waylon McConnell also bring their machines down pit road, so a trio on the pit road here on lap number 52. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. More drivers inside of your top 5 to pit lane. This time around, we're going to have another trio of drivers down pit lane. Second, third, and fourth on the racetrack, all going to come down pit lane. And now Travis Smith going to join them. Smith going to give up that race lead. Will anybody make the pass here? What does Hadina do? Over 23 seconds back. We'll jump back here with that Bernier Beer number 22 machine. Could this be the move of the race, the move of the night, the pass of the night? Hadina down the back stretch, looking to try to run back, or down the front stretch, I should say. Smith still in his pit box, and Hadina gonna take the top spot away. Will he be able to lead this entire lap? Christensen right there, 1.3 seconds back. And go ahead and put an X through that box. It doesn't look like Travis Smith going to have the pure dominating performance that it looked like we were seeing unfold here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. Smith will not lead every single lap. New race leader across the line, Raymond Hadina, gonna take that top spot away for the first time. Nigel Christensen now into second, and into control of the Jeffrey Control Hard Charger Award. Rick Snyder in the 3 moves into third with Michael Schultz, Dustin German, Travis Smith, Brian Beach, Christopher Spencer, and Lance Yancey, all inside of your top 10. 19 of Alex Coffey will finish out your top 10 as we work our way off of turn number 4. Lap number 54 in our back pocket as we continue down the backside of tonight's weekend at Bernie's 150, and Nigel Christensen gonna peel for Penn Road. Christensen gonna give up that second position, and that's gonna move the 3. Right here, you can see that Monster Energy number 3 Toyota Camry work his way through 1 and 2. Snyder gonna move to second. So with the mix-up on pit road, has the green flag pit cycle continued to shake out? It is all but done and over with. Everybody in the field has come down pit road. We do want to take a moment to remind you, show these drivers some love and appreciation as always. Join us in that push to 3,000. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in for the first time. And speaking of sliding in, he's going to slide across home plate. Do we stay green? He keeps it going, and green flag remains on the track. Wow, big moment there for Schneider. He's going to give up a lot of track time, but more importantly, he's going to give up a lot of tread on those Goodyears. He's going to have a bit of a struggle here, I would say, in about another 15 laps or so. Those tires are going to be fighting him from that point on. You can see Roy Hyde blasted around the high side, but as we were saying, whether you're sliding in to say, hey, you're one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, that join us week in and week out. Maybe you're one of the many sponsors out there joining us to check out the product and check out all the great racing action. And look, the 3, he's going to have none of it. He's coming straight to pit lane. He wants 4 fresh Goodyears, and I can't blame him. So while you're here, while you're at it, get your adrenaline fix. Week in, week out, every single Sunday night, back on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Your home for NextGen Racing. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Gonna jump around the track just a little bit. Let's go watch some battles unfold here. Brian Beach, Nathan Biggert going at it. 10th and 11th on the racetrack. Give the position for the time being to Biggert, those fresher tires, 31 lap fresher tires. It's not going to be much of a fight. Brian Beach going to lose that position, as there you can see more fresh tires from Rick Schneider coming out onto the racetrack. Look for the man in the 3 to be pretty quick here, but he's going to be listed several laps down. Will maintain that great stoplight there. He was able to maintain and keep himself just 1 lap down, so a big shout out to his crew getting him back out there on the track. Let's move now. Brian Littleton, Lance Yancey going at it. 77 top of the racetrack. Littleton down on the bottom, catfishing through 1 and 2, and he's going to set sail. Lance struggling on the high side here, and Biggert going to begin to close in. Will we have ourselves a 3-car battle? I'm not sure, but we're going to move up front to a 3-car battle. Dustin German, Roy Hyde, Chris Spencer going at it down into turn number 1. Hyde on the bottom of the racetrack. Up at the top goes German. Oh, may have scraped the wall. If not, he kicked up some dust on the high side, and German going to lose that position not only to Hyde, but also to Chris Spencer, who's going to run in 6th now. German going to fall back to 7th, and drivers with those much fresher tires, they are showing up. Travis Smith stepping out now, 2.7 second advantage over 3rd place runner Michael Schultz. But let's go take a look at Smith. 9 seconds behind race leader. Watch that timing and scoring tower, race fans. You're going to see that figure dropping rapidly. Last time around, race leader Raymond Hadina, a 36.05 inside of the 9 machine, 34.28. Almost 2 seconds faster a lap. Job well done on the strategy to grab the race lead. Hadina can only hope that the tires wear out before Smith gets there. He is definitely going to get there. He is definitely coming. Look at that already in 1 lap. Went from 9 seconds down to 7.4 and still dropping here. So Smith indeed, a lot of speed underneath the hood on that number 9. And something we haven't even talked about here tonight. We haven't even talked about it. Got a little sidetracked with all the racing action. What if we do get a caution? How's that going to mix things up for the field? Late race caution. When is too late to come to pit road? We gotta wait to see if it happens. If we get one, well, I mean, obviously we'll go from there, but the late race caution can be the enemy of so many different drivers out there. And we'll just see who's able to make it through the field here tonight. Travis Smith walking away with the pole position. He rolled off the Damian Patton Real Estate starting grid with the top spot, led every lap until he decided to come to pit road back on lap number 52. So just about 13 laps ago, your pole sitter came down pit road. So the man that walked away with the Damian Patton Real Estate pole position looks to get back to the front. And we want to take a moment. If you're out there in the chat, you're out there over on the YouTube side of things, Facebook, maybe even joining us over there on Twitch, I want to give a big shout out. Let's congratulate our good friend, Damian Patton, him and his wife Carmen, just having their first child, just delivering their beautiful baby boy yesterday. So congratulations to Damian and Carmen. Welcome to the wonderful world of parenthood, man. I'm telling you, it's a feeling like no other. Soak it all in, my man. And from, I'm going to get a little sentimental here, and you're going to have to forgive me from the bottom of my heart, Damian, from when I know you as a man and as a person. You are going to be an absolutely amazing father. Carmen is going to be an absolutely wonderful mother. You guys have got nothing to worry about. Congratulations. Enjoy the journey, because it is going to be a great one. So let's hear it out there for Damian and Carmen delivering their baby boy yesterday. Congratulations, my man, and we'll wait to see you on the track here in the next few short weeks. Until then, stay safe, keep it fast, and kiss that baby. So at the end of the shout out, Travis Smith gonna put that number 9 back at the top of the speed charts. Adina having to hit pit road for a second time here tonight, and that's the strategy calls. That's what we're looking at here. Drivers were able to stretch it over that 50 lap mark. No caution flags needed to get it done. Travis Smith, Alex Coffey, Roy Hyde all stayed out to lap 50 or more before coming to pit lane. I don't expect to see these drivers in the top 3 hit pit road again. So your top 3 may be all but sorted out here tonight in the weekend at Bernie's 150, but a late race caution won't change it all. That'll throw a big monkey wrench into things here tonight as we get closer and closer to just 30 laps remaining. What a performance, too, for Travis inside of that bind machine. I mean, all but led every single lap. Green flag pit cycles kind of washed him out of that. We had one different race leader here tonight. He led for about, I would say, about 15 laps or so. And then Travis able to run his way back to the front. Look at the gap that he's built back once again. He's going to build back better, but we'll keep the end off of that one. Anyway, Coffee sitting in second, the 19. Great showing here tonight after snatching the pole position in the season opener at Daytona, just a little north of us here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. The 19 looks to maybe have a little bit of struggles here on this set of tires. He's going to wiggle through 3 and 4. That's going to allow Roy Hyde to close in, and that double O. Knotted up right here, looking for another top 5 is Hyde. Familiar face at the front of the field. Roy looking to continue to put stats up in his back pocket on the verge of 200 starts. This is start 197 here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway for the man inside of that double O machine. He's led over 500 laps. He's got a championship, 11 wins to his name, multiple top 5s, multiple top 10s. It's pretty much, he's probably inside of the top 10 about 60 to 70% of the races. 197 starts with 126 top 10s. Roy Hyde, one of those examples of excellence in the field here tonight for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Battle on the racetrack, Nigel Christensen, fresh tires, looking to go around. Brandon McLaughlin, the 21 Arc Menards machine, gonna move his way back in the pack. The 21 Menards Ford Mustang going to keep it at the top of the racetrack, but he is going to lose that position, put McLaughlin back to 7th. A little further in the field, we've got some more racing action. Let's jump back here. It's not about everybody at the front. There's racing all over this 1.5 mile. Beautiful paperclip oval nestled in sunny Florida. Homestead, Miami, Florida, hosting tonight's race. That's the Bernie's 150. Things still heating up at the front. Let's go back here with race leaders. Alex Coffey, Roy Hyde, second and third on the racetrack, half a second separating these two guys as they continue their battle. Tell you what, I do believe we may have an onboard camera shot here. Let's see if we can look at it. Let's see if we can't jump. There it is, inside the office of that double O machine. There's Roy Hyde, the man putting in work, getting a little look at what these drivers feel through the car. Nice little left tug on the wheel. You can see a lot of head movement here coming through some of the bumps out of the corner of turn number 4. Want to run here by Hyde. Let's go back with Brian Mescal Jr. looking like a little Joey Logano inside of that Pennzoil Chevy Camaro. Mescal Jr. going to round down your top 10. Another one of our Chevy drivers with this onboard camera shot here tonight, running in the 13th position, Michael Schultz. Down 9 positions from where he started here tonight, so Schultz having a little bit of a rough go here from Homestead. Meanwhile, we'll jump back up inside of your top 10. Let's go right here So we've got battles raging on. Waylon McConnell trying to run down Raymond Hadina for the 8th position. They're going to be racing hot and heavy off of turn number 4 and across the start and finish line. 24 laps to go. Travis Smith, Sunday drive at the front. I say Sunday drive, but then you can see him right there. That is your race leader with lap traffic all around him. Gotta be careful, maybe tiptoe through the tulips. Travis Smith taking care of a 7-second lead. Looking for battles, and we've found one right here inside of your podium positions. Roy Hyde continues to close in on Alex Coffey. That's going to be a battle, second to third on the racetrack. Looking to the outside, I do believe that may be a little bit of some teammate action going on there. 81 of Zachary Compton, top of the speedway. Helping the high side out there. A little bit of a wiggle for Coffey. Coffey with a little bit of a wiggle off of turn number 2 down to the inside of 3 and 4 this time around. Compton, fresher tires. He says, see you later, I'm gone. Helped you out with a little bit of a draft, and now I'm on my way. He's going to check out from the field as Travis Smith continues to build that lead, man. Just lap after lap, putting it on him. 8.3 second advantage as we cross the line. Next time around, we'll have just 20 laps remaining, and we have got our first retirement of the night. One driver down and out of tonight's race, the 12 of Dylan Blankenship. That's going to be it for the Ford. He's going to pull it back to the hauler with an early exit. Dylan Blankenship going to walk away with 22nd. Not a whole lot of battles to speak of here as we have been clean and green all night long. 100 laps in the official scheduled distance here tonight for the weekend at Bernie's 150. We have been clean, green flag racing for over 80. 19 laps remaining for your Damian Patton Real Estate pole sitter here tonight. Travis Smith going to roll off the Patton Real Estate starting grid with the top spot. He's going to lead almost every single lap. I believe it's going to be about 13 to 15 laps that he has not led here tonight. But does he have enough fuel? He stretched the fuel window in the opening run. 52 laps. You do the math. That should get him to lap 104 before running out of gas. But how hard was he pushing to come back up through the field and build this advantage to more than 3 seconds? More than what it was before the round of green flag pit stops began. How much will he save here? A lot of real estate to play with here for Smith, so definitely able to dictate the pace of the race and the way things finish out here. As we know, when you're locked in behind the wheel, when you're really locked in, you don't really want to have deviations from what's going on, taking you out of your rhythm, out of your groove. and making a mental mistake. Late in the race with this dominant of a car. Travis just hoping we don't see one of those late race cautions, and he has to deal with a little bit of a wacky finish to things here tonight. Clean and green all night long in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. Thanks for watching the Weekend at Bernie's 150. Brian Littleton starting to make some headway. He's beginning to run down Nathan Biggert. That's going to be for 4th and 5th on the racetrack. Right now, Biggert sitting with the 4th position, up 16 spots tonight. The Bass Pro Shop Tux Unlimited Toyota Camry 01 machine locked into that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger award here tonight. Nobody even within the ballpark of them. Everybody still in single digits while Biggert doubling it up. 16 spots gained throughout tonight's race. What a run by this man right here, Nathan Biggert, with a great run and another great showing to start off this season here in these Next Gen 6 NASCAR machines. A lot of horsepower, a lot of new things for these drivers to get used to. Those virtual cameras, no longer the old school rear view mirrors. You got those digital dashes with the electronic display. So a lot of things to get used to inside of the cockpit for multiple drivers here. As we've got battles off of your lead lap. Let's go back here. It's a battle. We're going to talk about it and we're going to highlight it. Check this out going on right here. Chad Meadows, Dustin German going at it. Lance Yancey right there. And oh boy. Here we go, Chad Meadows with issues off of 4. Woohoo! 22. He's going to scoot his way by, narrowly escaping that one. His Hadina. Very fresh tires for Hadina. Is he going to be able to make up any positions here? He's got about an 8-second disadvantage on Littleton and Biggert. Will those fresh tires allow him to get there? Meadows with a big-time moment in that Bass Pro Shop Tracker number 8 machine. He looks like he's going to try to limp this thing on home. Well, at the front, Biggert right there. He's got Littleton behind him. You can see that Michelob Ultra machine closing in. Little by little, will he have enough time to get there? Travis Smith still walking away at the front of the field, over about a tenth faster than the man running in second. This time around, Travis Smith continues to put in those fast times. We're going to look down through the timing and scoring charts. Let's see if we can get this one right. And here coming late, Chad Meadows actually snatched the fastest lap award, a 33:33 fast time and race trim, just barely beating out the 9's time, a 33:39, so just a 600ths of a second, grabbing that fast time of the race inside of the Bass Pro Shops Tracker machine. The number 8 of Chad Meadows with the fast time here in race trim. But I'm sure he would train it all for this man's spot right here front of the field. 10 laps to go. Dominating performance here tonight from the Carolina native, trying to bring home a trophy to Morganton. Maybe he'll drive it on over to Damian Patton Real Estate's home office and lay it on the table for Damian as a, I guess it's not a baby shower present, or bring the baby home present. Is that a thing? Anybody out there watching this? Is that a thing, bring the baby home present? I don't know. Maybe we'll start a new trend. Company scarce tonight for the man inside of that number 9 machine. Travis Smith, pretty much a calm, cool, collective Sunday night drive here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Smith gonna walk away from the race here tonight. If he can finish off these next 8 laps, he's gonna walk away leading about 86 of the 100 laps in the official race distance. Man, he is absolutely lights out here tonight under the lights at Homestead Miami Speedway. 7 laps to go now. Smith just smooth sailing. Battle for second and third has calmed down quite a bit. Roy losing about 3/4 of a second on Coffee, so Coffee beginning to comfortably settle into that second position. Roy Hyde back in third with Nathan Biggert still sitting in that fourth spot. He's been able to put a little bit of time on Brian Littleton. And the man with the fresh tires in the field, freshest tires inside of your top 10, freshest tires on the lead lap. Raymond Hedina sitting in that 22 machine. He's not gaining any more ground here. Looks like he's going to be stuck in that 6th position for these final 6 laps. Nigel Christensen, what an effort by him, up 9 positions from where he qualified. So outside of the top 15, Christensen turned things around here under the lights at Homestead Miami Speedway. You're watching the weekend at Bernie's 150. Boss man in the flag stand, gonna give the high five this time around, just the 5-finger away. 5 laps remaining here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway, so just about or just under 10 laps remaining for Travis Smith. Gotta stay focused here for these final few laps. What is he hearing inside the car? I don't know what he's hearing, but we'll show you what he's looking at here. Let's go on board here inside the cockpit. You can see that digital dash right there just off to the left-hand side. And you can see that new rear view camera. Beautiful look at it here. Smith nice and easy into the corner, floated to the outside wall, doesn't get close enough to kiss it. And that has been the fast way around the track all night long. 1 and 2 extremely high up against the boards, banging the boards. If we were at Millbridge or maybe Cherokee Speedway, I know our good buddy right there, Travis Smith, knows about those. How about Antioch? Banging the boards over there at Antioch Speedway as well. The dirt machines. Travis Smith looking to revisit some glory here tonight with just 3 laps to go. Smith looks for his first checkered flag here this season, become our second race winner on the season. While we've got the final few laps, we want to give a big time shout out to all the sponsors all across the board. Big shout out to Jekyll Controls, Damian Patton Real Estate, as well as Mountain Mafia Kennels, Beef Jerky Unlimited, Butt Kicker, White Flag Flies. Or no, that's going to be Popsicle Sticks. We apologize. Popsicle Sticks on display. Beef Jerky Unlimited, RealOptics.com. We appreciate each and every one of the sponsors out there all across the board. And let's not forget about the title sponsor making things all happen for us here tonight with this Next Gen Racing Series. Don't forget about Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. You can find the link in the description. Head on over to the website. Even if you're not in the market for a brand new car, you can find yourself some great souvenirs and memorabilia at DaleEarnhardtChevy.com. Click the link. Head on over. White flag flies. Final lap here tonight at the weekend at Bernie's 150 through 1 and 2 for the final time. Running up on lap traffic. Looks like Mr. Smith, he ain't even gonna attempt to go by. He's gonna jump out of the gas going down the backstretch, and he's gonna let Brian Beach just finish this thing off in front of him through 3 and 4. One final corner here off of turn number 4 for the final time. Checkered flag flies. Travis Smith, your race winner here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. He's going to bring some race-winning hardware home to that Dirty Air Racing stable. Alex Coffey with a good run. He's going to finish in second. Roy Hyde going to round out your podium with us here tonight in the weekend at Bernie's. 150, what a night, what a race. Nathan Biggert up 16 positions. He is going to secure your Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. There you see him right there inside of that Bass Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited 01 Toyota Camry. Job well done, snatching that position or snatching that accolade, I should say. What a run here tonight for Bigger Nothing to hang his head about. 4th place finish as Travis Smith, he's going to head to the front stretch, and, well, he's probably going to burn this thing all down. I'm just saying. There he is. Giving the fans in the stands a little bit of a smoke show. Post-race celebrations underway here tonight from Homestead. So as Travis gives everybody in the stands a little bit of photo opportunities, we're going to take this moment, step away, get things set up for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back high above the track, looking down from the turn 3 drone cam. What a run here tonight. We started in the sunlight and we finished with the lights out. And a lights out performance here tonight, grabbing the checkered flag moments ago. We'll get to victory lane here in just a few short minutes. But first, let's see if we can dial up a handful of drivers that walked away with podium positions. Let's join that double O of Roy Hyde, walking away third here tonight in the weekend at Bernie's 150. Roy, it's been a while. How you doing? How you feeling after a good podium finish here tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm still kind of shaken because this thing is driving on ice after about 15 laps, so I am definitely satisfied with the P3 run.
Well, we did see a lot of drivers struggling with the rear grip coming out of. It looked like more so coming out of turn 2, coming out of turn 4. I apologize. Coming out of 4, drivers really had those big wiggles where it looked like they had to catch the car a little bit more. It looked like the car was a little rough in 1 and 2 in the center. So from your standpoint, in your Chevy here tonight, where was the handling worse for you, on exit of 4 or exit of 2?
It was middle off of 4 was probably the worst because just something about the way the banking falls away and you're trying to get back into it. It just wants the back end wants to break loose really easy under acceleration, and you don't know it's going to happen until the very second it happens, and then it's just recovery mode without trying to hit anything.
Well, Roy, you're only about 2 races away from crossing that 200 race threshold and being eligible for Hall of Fame status. So when you decide to hang up the hardware, I don't think that's going to be anytime soon, though. How you feel about being one of the Ironmen of this next gen series, and how are you feeling about the way this season has already started, even though we're only 2 races in?
The league has been through a lot. I will be honest. We had a lot of big changes during the off season, and not a lot of people were happy with them. But some of them were made just out of it. Some choices just needed to be made, I should say. But I am amazingly impressed with this season. Every driver in this race, especially, should be proud. We went 100 laps caution free at by far the hardest race, in my opinion, we're going to have this year. So every single driver in this thing should be proud because of what we just did. That was an amazing race, and the group of guys we got here. I think there's a lot of new people, but I think so far it seems to be blended very well together, and we got a lot of clean and respectable drivers that give and take when it needs to be done, and it's really good to have in a league, especially this early in a season.
Yeah, absolutely. We couldn't agree with you more. Some great racing action all across the board at Daytona, which, yeah, I mean, it can be known Daytona can cause problems, but Homestead definitely one of the tricky tracks, and you drivers were able to tackle it here tonight, caution-free, so big tip of the cap to you and the entire field for that one. So, Roy, you know how it goes. Before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home at the race shop?
Of course, I always got to thank the wife first, otherwise she'll make me stop doing this. But I think I got some family watching, mom and dad. I'm sure that they're watching. So shout out to those guys. And like I said before, every single driver here should be proud of what we just did because that was really impressive. Just the racing that we had right there. And Seth, he's getting used to it. He had some hiccups here, but I think he's going to be coming back up through the ranks. He is my son, so I got a little bit of a he's got a little bit of a learning curve, but we're going to get him there.
All right. Well, Roy, again, congratulations on your podium finish here tonight in the weekend at Bernie's 150. We'll hope that your good luck continues, and we'll see if we can catch up with you again next week.
Hopefully. Thank you, Dave.
All right. As we step away from Roy, we'll let him enjoy the rest of his Sunday evening. Walking away third here tonight in the weekend at Bernie's 150 from Homestead Miami Speedway, the 00 of Roy Hyde. That's going to move us right along the list, and let's step by the second place finisher here tonight in his number 19 Toyota Camry. Alex, it's Dave. How you doing after another good showing and getting a good finish here from Homestead?
Feeling pretty good about it. I felt strong. I knew Travis was quick by the practice and qualifying, so really needed a late race caution there to be able to mix something up to have a shot at it. But yeah, he was in another ballpark, man. But it was good racing. Glad we had no cautions. It's always nice to get some long runs in.
Yeah, you were able to pick up 3 positions here tonight. You weren't quite able to walk away with the pole position that we seen you grab at not Homestead, that's tonight, at Daytona last week. So backing up some speed from Daytona with a good finish here tonight, you were able to make some passes out there. Was there any spot on the track that just kind of gave you fits?
Believe it or not, the whole track really, man. It's probably my least, besides Pocono, probably my least favorite NASCAR track, current NASCAR track. So glad to put this one in the past, and looking forward to Michigan though. I actually like that one.
Now, hold on. We've got some fighting words here. Now we're gonna have to rumble here. How can you hate Pocono? I mean, that's where we originate. You know, that's where Turn 3 comes from. Is Pocono? How you gonna hate Pocono, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm a short track guy. It's nothing
Okay.
personal
Well,
to Pocono or anything. I'm just a
all
short track
right,
guy.
well, see, you got to start off with I'm a short track guy. That explains it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Alex, you had some fans out there in the stands. You had some fans out there on the YouTube side of things cheering you on here tonight. And you were able to back up their cheers with a good finish, walking away second here tonight. So before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Shout out to the Next Gen Racing League. Uh, Everybody puts it on. They do a pretty good job. It's a pretty straightforward league. Thanks to Turn 3, y'all broadcasting this, and thanks to my mom. She's probably out there watching. And shout out to Nigel, my teammate, and Travis for winning.
All right, Alex. Well, again, congratulations on a great showing here tonight. And we're going to see if you can't back it up with a good run next week when we hit the track. But until then, stay safe and keep it fast.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from the Georgia native, Alex Coffey, cheered on to his way home in second place here tonight at the weekend at Bernie's 150, and that's going to move us right along and into victory lane for the first time in a long time. We got our good buddy Travis Smith, usually pulling some pace car duties, but he's going to be in the car here tonight. Travis, what a run, man. Congratulations. That's going to be win number 22 of the career. How you feeling after this showing?
Pretty good. I don't know where that came from, to be honest. I wasn't that good in practice, and in the daytime it was sliding around, and that's where I like it. And I figured at nighttime I would struggle, but the car never really went away. Kept it on that white line for lap 1 to lap 100. I think with 3 to go, I went up to the top and almost had to pay to get back in. Down in 1 and 2 scared me, so I went back to the bottom, finished down there.
Yeah, we seen you. I don't want to say banging the boards because you weren't really banging them really like you would on the dirt track side of things. But we noticed you running the high side in 1 and 2 mainly, and the low in 3 and 4. Is that where the speed was, or is that where the car just felt the most comfortable?
Definitely felt more comfortable once you got it in turn 1. That's really, on old tires, it's really a handful to get it slowed up and get it in there without putting it up against the fence and killing it. So, you know, I knew I had a good car and knew that it would be fine as long as I didn't ruin it as a driver by sticking it in the fence. So I had to back it down to about 80% there to keep it off the wall. But you could let it roll through the middle and up top. It felt really good. It was faster on the bottom, but it was a handful on the bottom. So even though it says I won by 8 seconds, I'm sweating, dude. Like it was a handful.
Yeah, a lot of drivers were sliding around out there, and a lot of wheelman moments for a lot of guys throughout this field. You mentioned it already. Excuse me, already though. 8-second lead when you cross the line with the checkered flag. Nothing to I don't want to say boast or brag about, but you put it on them here tonight for this race win. As we move further through this season, what's your thoughts, and do you think you have what it takes to possibly grab that first championship?
Definitely, really wanting that first championship. That's the main goal. I've been there a couple times now, a lot of times, and haven't got the job done on my end, just throwing races away. So trying to figure out how to finish these things and stay out of trouble, and don't kill the car. That's what I keep on telling myself. Like tonight, with the 8-second lead, if you go back and look with about 10 to go, I almost killed the thing. And just backing it down and knowing when, hey, this is enough, just do this, is my biggest issue that I've got to fix, because from the green flag to the checkered flag, I'm trying to get every inch I can get every lap. And if I can just kind of throttle that back and find a comfort spot, we might have a chance. And, this car suits me. I really like to slide around, and they slide around. They're a handful. So, I'm kind of happy with it.
Well, you were comfortable out front, and you walk away comfortably with the checkered flag here in race number 2. So you're going to put your name in the winner column early here this season. So congratulations once again. As we said, win number 22 of the career. I don't think it's going to be the last one. I think the field better put your name down for the drivers that they're going to have to beat throughout this season. So again, Travis, always a pleasure to catch up with you at the end of things. And before we let you go, you know how this all goes down. Any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous? Want to say thank you to anybody back home or at the shop?
First of all, gotta say thank you to the wife, kids, the family, love them. Crazy busy schedule. I don't get to do this much except for on Sunday nights. It's mainly the only night on, so big shout out to them. Shout out to Earnhardt Chevrolet for putting this deal on. It's really cool, to have them as a sponsor. Not many of these sim leagues can have a cool sponsor like that, so that's really cool that they jumped on board. And Brian Mescal, Jags, Roy, it's tough holding these things together, and they've done a phenomenal job. We got to thank them for all that they do, and for everybody that comes out and runs with us on Sundays. And man, what a really cool thing to have you back, Turn 3 and Dave in the Cave. Been a part of this show for a long time, and I can't express to you enough how cool it is to have you back. And so now I get to go and watch this broadcast. I haven't watched one in a while, so starting last week, I watched the Daytona race again, and then we'll watch this one again. And then one more big shout out. I don't know if he's listening out there. I don't know for sure. Probably asleep, but Damian Patton, congratulations on his firstborn child. Nothing like it, man. That's a pretty awesome deal, and a happy birthday.
Absolutely. Well, Travis, I know for myself and everybody back at Turn 3, it's been a long journey for us to get back home with each other, and we couldn't be happier or prouder to be back together, bringing the Next Gen Racing Series to the masses. So we do appreciate those kind words. I know everybody watching, all your fellow competitors, all out there, appreciate the kind words. And as always, Travis, before we let you go and enjoy this race win, stay safe. Until next time, keep it fast. All right, there you go. Final few parting words for the man sitting in victory lane, snatching the checkered flag here tonight in the weekend at Bernie's 150. That's going to be race win number 22 in his career. Job well done. The 9 of Travis Smith walks the dog and walks away with the checkered flag here tonight. What a run, what a evening here under the lights is how we're going to finish things off from Homestead. As producers hit those familiar buttons in the background, it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results right here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Walking away with the checkered flag moments ago in victory lane, the 9 of Travis Smith. Alex Coffey with a great run inside of his number 19 Toyota Camry. He'll park it in second with Roy Hyde. Rounding out the podium here tonight, biggest mover of the night, snatching that Checo Controls Bar Charger Award inside of his Bass Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited 01 machine. Nathan Biggert up 16 positions and finishes in 4th. Brian Littleton back in 5th with Raymond Hadina in 6th. 7th tonight belongs to Nigel Christensen. Michael Schultz back in 8th. 9th place belongs to Chris Spencer. Waylon McConnell in the 75 machine will round out your top 10. The number 3 of Rick Snyder finishes tonight's race back in 11th with Dustin German 12th. The Shell Pennzoil 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. home 13th. 14th tonight to Brendan McLaughlin with Lance Yancey rounding out your top 15. Jeff Ottinger, Brian Beach, Thomas Watts walk away in 18th. 19th tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway, Zachary Compton, Chad Meadows, Seth Steele in 21st. In the only retirement of the night inside of that 12 machine, Dylan Blankenship finishes out the 22 car field here tonight for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. What a run, what a night. We can't forget about any other sponsors. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, your title sponsor, coming on board. Great partnership with them and all the guys back at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet down in Newton, North Carolina. You can find the link in the description right there. Clicking on, go on over there. Check out some of the great cars, some of the great deals, as well as the souvenir shop. Do not forget about that souvenir shop. Some authentic, original, old school memorabilia at your fingertips. Don't forget about Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. So for myself, Dave in the Cave, and everybody else back in the Turn 3 headquarters, thanks for joining us. And until next time, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and we'll meet you in Turn 3.